Isaac Goliath. He chews up Davids for lunch.
I don't have trouble dealing with opposing counsel, and even if this particular opposing counsel hasn't lost a case in 10 years.
11 years, 2 months.
Make sure you pick up the check, okay? During lunch, if you reach for the salt, when you put it back just a little closer to Williams. And every time you pick up your glass, put it back just a little closer to Williams.
What?
Yeah, you start making your space bigger and his smaller. It empowers you.
Have you tried this on Alexandra?
Yeah, she's the one I got it from.
Out of the mouths of idiots. Well, you guys have helped me a lot. I think I can handle this now.
Listen, are you sure you wouldn't be more comfortable in a pantsuit?
Don't you have any work to do?
You think she's in over her head?
No. Have a little faith.
Oh, I understand thoroughly. You're saying this. You have to Ah, Mr. Williams, your table's ready, sir. Stand there.
Hey, Jimmy, where'd you get in?
Hey, Jimbo! Jimmy Williams.
Good to see you, John.
Good to see you.
Victoria Heller. A genuine pleasure.
Have a seat, Mr. Williams.
Call me Jimmy. I hope you don't mind, but I like to launch my friendships with a bottle of the best.
Oh, I never mix business with pleasure.
I heard that about you.
Oh, I heard a lot about you, too.
Well, it's true that I fall in love easily. It's untrue that I'm unfaithful. When I get bored, I get divorced.
Well, why don't we talk about witness availability and documentary evidence? I'm also willing to listen to settlement proposals.
Settlement's not part of my vocabulary. But I never discuss business before we put on the feed bag. You know, you remind me of my second wife. Runner-up, Miss America beauty pageants. She didn't have your brains.
Should have brought my hip boots. I had no idea I'd be slogging through so much sweet talk.
Come on, Victoria, honey. We both know the intimidation factor is operating here. I haven't lost a case in
11 years, 2 months. I'd say you've been pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
Well, why don't we order and go through our witness lists, and then we can discuss your comment about my client at your impromptu press conference this morning?
I never say anything I can't prove in a court of law. Lunch is on me, little lady. Have whatever your little heart desires.
It's incredible. I never thought one cereal could make my whole family stay for breakfast. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nothing else is that taste, nothing else is that crunch. Honey Bunches of Oats, one great taste for your whole bunch.
There's never been a cereal that mixes crispy flakes of corn and wheat with crunchy bunches of honey roasted oats. That's why there's never been a cereal that tasted like this.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Finally, a cereal my whole family loves.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came.
She's trying to escape from the most dangerous man.
Is she looking for you?
She ever met. Where is she? Her husband.
I won't let you live without me.
Julia Roberts, Sleeping with the Enemy. Rated R. Starts Friday, February 8th at theaters everywhere.
Take a look around me at a place like none on land. Sail away now, you'll find me. The world's in my command.
Of all the resorts in the world, one takes you to the great places of the world. Royal Caribbean, the grand resorts of the 7 seas. Isn't it time you discovered them?
Friday, Michelle's goldfish goes to the great bowl in the sky on Full House. Then Carl and Earl go up and away.
What's that noise?
A 747's coming right at us.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Family Matters. Then take a step back to the golden age.
You know, Ralph, the only thing bigger than your mouth is your...
Don't say it out!
It's a special Perfect Strangers. Then, a fight makes Kate move out on Going Places.
We couldn't be happier, right, honey?
We hate it here.
It's an all-new Friday.
I got a better angle on this with Jimmy Williams.
I think so. Are they, Jimmy?
All right, here we go. Mr. Fix!
Mr. Fix!
Mr. Fix!
Miss Heller, do you have a statement? I've no intention of trying this case in the press.
Jimmy Williams claims that Brad's considering dropping the suit and settling out of court.
Well, why would Mr. Fix do that? Mr. Williams claims you have no case. Well, Mr. Williams has a very lively imagination.
Jimmy!
The informant has no basis.
Thank you, Miss Heller.
These people have the attention span of gnats.
This is home-killing weather. Let's go!
Man, there was almost as many reporters out there as the Super Bowl.
It's Williams' trademark. Creates a lot of fireworks. Draw your attention away from what really matters.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna go in the ladies' room. Louis.
Hey, I was worried about you. You know, you're gonna be great. You always are. You're the best.
Tell that to my stomach.
Victoria, half of what they say about Williams is stuff he made up.
And what about the other half?
Well, maybe he's been at this longer than you.
Try longer than I've been alive.
But you've got something he doesn't have.
What?
A client you believe in. Not to mention a trusted sidekick. Unless I get arrested for being a pervert.
So help you God?
I do.
Please be seated.
Mr. Fix, when was the first time you had any knowledge that there was an article about you in the Informer?
The day that it came out.
And what was your reaction?
It hurt.
Why?
Because it portrays me as something that I am not.
Well, if it's not true, what difference does it make?
Words, once they are printed, have a life of their own. People tend to believe them. I have a 13-year-old son.
Has the article affected him?
Objection. Speculation.
Overruled. Mr. Fix can at least provide a layman's opinion regarding his son's mental state.
Mr. Fix?
Yes, it's affected him deeply. Kids can be crueler than adults. But we made a pact. We're going to get through this together.
Are you concerned about the reactions of your fans?
Yes, I am. I run a sports ranch, you know, a camp for underprivileged kids. Now, right or wrong, parents are not going to send their kids to my camp if they think that I'm gay. Now, that is a loss for me and a loss for the children.
This article claims that you are homosexual. Mr. Fix, are you a homosexual?
No, I am not.
Do you have anything against homosexuals?
Of course not. This is 1991.
Well, then why are you bringing suit against the Informer?
Because I have no control over what other people think. The fact that a professional athlete might be gay still matters to some unenlightened people. And besides being a football player, I am a businessman, and I do a lot of charity work. And the informer is endangering my livelihood and the chance I have to help a lot of kids out.
Thank you, Mr. Fix. No further questions, Your Honor? I hope you brought your dustbuster.
Don't worry about your own mess, Miss Eller. Mr. Fix, I must say it's an honor meeting a football legend. I only have one question for Mr. Fix. Would you get me an autograph for my youngest son?
Order. Order.
I think he's doing.
Don't worry. You got him right where you want him.
There is ample precedent, Your Honor, requiring that a reporter reveal his sources.
Do you know why they call it the First Amendment?
The First Amendment wasn't created to protect sources absolutely essential to the prosecution of a claim.
Your Honor, the First Amendment is the most sacred freedom we have. It is our duty to see to it that this precious freedom remains unfettered.
Would you like us to sing the Star-Spangled Banner?
Miss Heller, Mr. Williams, please. Enough. Now, I understand the principles embodied in our First Amendment.
If we are not going to be allowed to examine the informer's sources, I don't know why we're here. I would be glad to drop Mr. Williams off at the airport. Unless, of course, he only rides in limousines that play the Yellow Rose of Texas.
I've never turned down a ride with the beautiful lady, even though her arguments are specious.
Mr. Williams, the law and the facts in this case compel me to agree with Miss Heller. In this case, the plaintiff's need to know is far greater than the informer's need to protect its sources. Therefore, I am ordering the writer of the article, Michael McCorkindale, also known as Carlos Trinidad, to reveal his sources.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I used 3 sources. Marushka de Leon, the Danny Diamond Publicity Agency, and I don't know the name of the third guy.
What do you mean you don't know his name?
Oh, we met in a parking lot. It was dark.
Are you telling the court that you wrote a story portraying Brad Fix as an active homosexual and you don't even know the name of one of your alleged sources?
Objection, argumentative.
Overruled.
The source called me.
Well, how did you know this guy was on the level?
Oh, madam, I've been a journalist for 25 years. You get to know when people are speaking the truth.
I know just what you mean. Why do you write under the name Carlos Trinidad?
Objection, Your Honor.
Witness can answer.
It's a nom de plume. It's a common practice amongst journalists.
Is it? Well, how many New York Times reporters write under a nom de plume? How many reporters for the Wall Street Journal? Ms. De Leon, Mr. McCorkindale has said that he paid you as a source for this article. Did you get paid?
Well, I got some money.
Well, did you provide Mr. McCorkindale with information regarding Brad Fix?
No.
So you are listed as a source for this story. You received payment, but you never gave him any information?
I gave him a shiatsu massage. Well, I'm licensed.
Mr. Smith, your partner, Danny Diamond, has been deceased for almost 2 years. How do you explain the fact that a check from the informer in the amount of $400 made out to Danny Diamond was cashed by your agency on the 5th of December, 1990?
I'm the executor of my partner's estate. I assumed it was a residual payment.
Oh, that would make a great story for the informer. Famous publicist testifies from grave. Even better story would be how the informer puts legitimate people on a source sheet, pays them, and then as soon as they cash a check, they're official sources.
Objection.
Objection sustained. The jury will disregard Miss Heller's last statement.
I apologize, Your Honor. I just get so angry with what these rag sheets get away with.
Objection.
Miss Heller, this is a court of law, not a circus.
I apologize, Your Honor. That was an arts and crafts fair. The plaintiff rests, Your Honor, but we are continuing our search for the third source, and I will request to reopen if we locate him.
Very well, Miss Heller. Witness is excused. Mr. Williams, are you prepared to call your first witness?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. The defense calls Mr. Kyle Ray.
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Ray's name was not provided in discovery.
The defense has numerous witnesses, Your Honor. In the interest of letting these poor people go home, I'll have Mr. Ray on and off in no time.
Miss Heller?
Do you know him? Can Mr. Williams assure us that this witness is only being called to provide a foundation for documentary evidence?
That'd be a reasonable assumption, Your Honor.
Then proceed, Mr. Williams.
Mr. Ray, will you take the stand? State your name for the record.
Kyle Ray.
Mr. Ray, what is your relationship to the plaintiff, Brad Fix?
I knew him in college. We were lovers.
Objection, Your Honor. I move to strike Mr. Ray's testimony as irrelevant. I further move that Mr. Williams be cited for misconduct, for his blatant misrepresentation to this court regarding the content of this witness's testimony.
I'm sorry you had to be there.
How could he say something like that?
Because somebody paid him to, or he's nuts. I don't know.
Yeah, but what you say in court, that has to be true.
Yes, it is supposed to be, but sometimes people lie. If they lie, they're in big trouble.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
It's not up to me, Matt.
Look, I was thinking, maybe I'd go see Mom.
She's not supposed to have you till Easter.
Why? Why Easter?
Listen, I know this has been difficult for you.
Someone taped the article to my locker. You know, when you and Mom got divorced, the judge said that no matter what was written down, that could be changed. If you and Mom both agreed.
Yes, I know. He said that. But I don't agree.
No, that's not fair.
Well, it's not fair that the sponsors cancel my endorsements, that the stations pull our best pal spot, that the sports camp is going down the drain. None of that is fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell at you. I know you've been under a lot of pressure. If you want to go stay with your mother till this is done, then I understand. It's just that I don't want to go back into that courtroom without you.
Today, there's a diet pill that can help you lose weight without being hungry and without caffeine to make you nervous.
All my life, I've been struggling with my weight. With Dexatrim, I finally lost weight and without being hungry.
Dexatrim can help you lose weight, too. Just one works all day, morning through bedtime, to control your appetite and help you lose weight.
Dexatrim did it for me. I lost weight and feel great.
Today's caffeine-free Dexatrim. Nothing works harder to help you lose weight.
A spatula.
Edith, my battery's dead. Will you make me a copy? I'll pay you.
A reminder to check your batteries with the copper top tester. It's free and only from Duracell.
This year, kids will miss 25 million school days because of colds. So remember, only Triaminic and Triaminic Nightlight are the pediatrician's #1 recommended brands.
Remember the Triaminic.
Made for kids.
They'll remember the love.
Now, 24 hours a day, there's one source where you'll find San Diego's most complete coverage of the Gulf War. Rely on 10 News, with Mark Matthews, still the only San Diego television reporter currently in the Mideast, with hourly updates that give you up-to-the-minute information from the war front and the home front, with Peter Jennings and the professionals of ABC, plus news all night long.
Whenever you need information, we're here for you. 10 News, now San Diego's 24-hour news source.
Gabriel's fire will return in a moment.
Watch Good Morning America for continuing coverage of Operation Desert Storm.
All the latest details on the Gulf War, including full reports from ABC News. I'm Charles Gibson.
And I'm Joan London. Stay informed right here on Good Morning America. We got it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What a deal.
I've never seen prices like this before.
Toyota of El Cajon, the Toyota warehouse. Acres and acres of brand new Toyotas stacked in the back at warehouse prices. Camrys, $199 down or $179 a month. Save $5,000 on a Toyota. 4x4s, $199 down or $179 a month. Why go from dealer to dealer looking at small inventory? Take the El Cajon exit off Highway 8 and see it all. Toyota of El Cajon, the Toyota warehouse. Go for the price.
In 1885,
Former Wells Fargo agent Ephraim Morris helped found the San Diego Building and Loan Association. He also helped bring the city a railroad, better schools, and land for Balboa Park. Ephraim Morris's sense of personal and community service and the firm he founded, which became Great American, will continue with Wells Fargo. To our Great American customers, welcome aboard. Wells Fargo Bank, still coming through for San Diego.
How to weather the recession with smart buys in a Nightcast Extra.
Jamil! Hey! Jamil! Jamil, Duke!
Bird, I got things to do.
You're not the only one. I got 24 hours to dig up a guy's entire life history.
So do it. I mean, who cares, man?
I do. In prison, I had to make a choice. You know what I mean? Then I have to defend it. Well, Brad Fix does too. He might have let it go, but he can't.
I can relate to that.
Well, the way you relate to things is gonna get you dead.
Bird, I just want this thing to be over with. The stoners are gonna find me, and I don't want Josephine's restaurant to end up like my store.
It won't.
That's your fight, man.
No, but I think I know a way to get us through this without anybody getting hurt. You understood?
You after Mr. Bird?
He's on his way.
Proceed, Mr. Williams.
Mr. Ray, when you were last in the stand, you indicated you and Mr. Fix were lovers. When did you first meet Brad Fix?
1975. We were in the same dorm at college.
Did you have classes together?
Yes.
Meals together?
Every day.
You were friends?
Yes.
Was there a time when this friendship became more intimate?
Yes.
When was that?
Homecoming game. 1976. There was a party after the game. Everybody was a little smashed, even Brad. He was going to drive home, so I offered to drive him. We got some coffee, and then we went down to the river.
What happened then?
Well, I don't know what happened, really. We were just talking, and suddenly we were holding each other.
What happened next?
Brad put his arm around me, and the next thing I knew, we were making love.
The guy is lying through his teeth.
That's not the point.
Well, then what is the point?
The point is that they have someone up there who's saying that he was your lover. Now, look, the case is going really well, but if we don't take this guy out, if we don't completely destroy his credibility, people are going to walk away thinking that maybe some of what he said was true.
Miss Heller?
What have you got?
Background information on Kyle Ray.
Good.
It's, yeah. Mr. Fix, good to meet you.
Likewise, thank you for your help.
Another thing,
Oh?
I need $3,400.
Well, that's a lot of money, Mr. Bird.
I know, a friend of mine's in trouble. It's very important to me, but it might take me a while to pay you back.
Betty! Betty!
I've got ears, Walter.
I'm sorry, I didn't thought you were upstairs. Have you seen the garlic powder? Who the hell are you?
I'm a friend of Jamil Duke's.
I thought... He said he was a friend of yours from the Army.
That's all right, honey. He's here on business.
Business? Here?
Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. You know, strange, Mr. Bird. Bird. You'd think that the most important ingredient in chicken tarragon would be the tarragon. But it's not. You know what it is?
The wine.
Ah, you're a chef. That surprises me. And it surprises me that you know where I live.
Got a lot of stupid people working for you. They talk too much.
These people have a name.
$3,400. The war between you and Jamil Duke is over.
Ah, I'm afraid it's not that simple, Mr. Bird. If Jamil walks after what he did, it might give the other salesmen ideas, and that's bad for business. Now, that is a good-looking chicken, but I'm afraid it's too small for company. So you get the hell out of my house.
You know what? You did very well for yourself. Got a nice family. Nice neighbors, nice house in the suburb, away from all the problems of the city. Want to keep it that way? You understand, Walter? You and Jamil Duke are square.
Kids don't worry about cholesterol. They don't care about fat or even think about tropical oils. They just want something sweet. So you have to worry about all the things they don't. That's why Hostess created Light Twinkies and cream-filled cupcakes. They're 94% fat-free with no cholesterol or tropical oils, which will put your mind at ease, even if your kids couldn't care less. Hostess, the sweet snacks you can say yes to.
You know when it's right, you know when you feel it, baby. You hold it, you hear it, you taste it, it's right. You got the right one, baby. It is irrepressibly lovable, unsurpassably quotable, and intimately soulful. You got the right one, baby.
Welcome to the dog track. Tonight's first race is about to begin.
Kibbles and bits, and bits and bits, and bits are best, and gonna get all the kibbles and bits, and bits are best, and we want those kibbles and bits, and bits and bits.
Wherever there's kibbles and bits, there's a dog running to get it. Dogs know kibbles with bits are best.
What comes with the 91 Toyota Corolla LE Extra Value Package? A lot of valuable extras that can add up to a savings of $1,000, plus factory-to-dealer incentives.
Saturday. There's much trouble ahead.
Leo, please don't. From now on, Bobby, I'm the one you suck up to.
You don't know what he's capable of. You don't know.
What she does possess is a heightened sexual drive.
Catch up
Is it hot in here? Yeah.
with Twin Peaks Saturday.
His name was Crazy Horse, one of the greatest natural leaders this nation has ever produced. He had lost everything but his final battle against the blue coat named Custer. Dances with Wolves, Rodney A. Grant in Son of the Morning Star, Sunday.
You're a witness, Miss Heller. I'd like to go back over the events of the homecoming weekend. Who saw you leave the party?
That was 15 years ago.
What time did you arrive back at the dorm?
I can't remember.
Was anyone up?
I don't think so.
So what you're telling me, Mr. Ray, is that you can't remember a single person who can in any way corroborate what you've just told the jury.
No, but yes.
You testified you took classes with Mr. Fix, correct?
Yes.
Which classes?
Lit 101, Poli-Sci 101.
Bird has Western.
And Western Civ?
Yes.
Do you know how many people were in each of these classes, Mr. Ray?
It was a long time ago.
Well, isn't it true that there were over 500 students in your English class? 437 in poli-sci and 835 in Western civilization? They all your close personal friends? You only wished you'd had sex with Mr. Fix, isn't that right? Nothing happened, did it?
Your Honor.
I'll withdraw the question. Mr. Ray, you said you were testifying out of a sense of moral responsibility. Isn't it true that you are a member of Outers of America?
Yes, it's true, but
Wait for my question, Mr. Ray. What is Outers of America?
It's an advocacy group which promotes a greater awareness of what it means to be gay by showing people that gays are like everyone else, so they don't have to hide in the closet.
Do you know a Joe Billingsley?
No, not right offhand.
Well, isn't it true that on March 2nd, 1989, you told a reporter from the Chicago Chronicle that Mr. Billingsley, the president of Akbar Textiles, is an active homosexual?
Irrelevant.
Your Honor, goes both his motive and his credibility in coming forward to testify in this case.
I'll allow the question.
Yes, I did.
And isn't it true that the Chicago Chronicle had to print a retraction?
Yes, but that has nothing to do with
Mr. Ray, wait for the question. Why did the Chicago Chronicle retract your statement that Mr. Billingsley is an active homosexual?
I really don't believe that
Because it isn't true?
Yes.
Why did you say it?
I had reason to believe it was true, but I had wrong information.
And you caused him mental and emotional distress, didn't you? The same thing that you are doing to Brad Fix.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. I admonish the jury to draw no inference from Miss Heller's remarks.
For the questions, Your Honor.
Brad, why are you so ashamed of having loved a man?
Your Honor.
Mr. Ray, another outburst like that and you'll be held in contempt. The jury is to disregard Mr. Ray's comments. This court will be in recess until 9 a.m. tomorrow. Proceed, Miss Heller.
From the outset, this trial has been a circus. Because that's what the tabloids are all about. They want to entertain you. They want to titillate you. And they go to any lengths to make you spend your money on their headlines. They will exaggerate. They will distort. They will lie. And that is exactly the technique that Mr. Williams is using in trying to persuade you that Brad Fix is not what he says he is. When Mr. Williams had no case because the reporter from the Informer used dead people as sources, he gave you a witness who said he was a close personal friend, Brad Fix. When their only relationship was that of college classmates in lecture halls with hundreds of other students. He told you that they were lovers, when he had nothing to offer up but his own fantasies. He told you that he had no motive in coming forward, when in fact, he had a personal agenda. To persuade you that it is acceptable to be gay in America, and it is. But it is his responsibility. And it is the Informer's responsibility. And now, it is your responsibility to make sure that when they say someone is gay, it is true. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Amendment guarantees us freedom of speech. But it does not give us the right to destroy a man's life with a lie in order to sell newspapers. And it does not give us the right to destroy a man's life with a lie in order to promote a political agenda. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams?
You, ladies and gentlemen, have an opportunity to strike a blow for this great country of ours, to reaffirm the cornerstone on which our founding fathers built this temple of democracy. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Think on that, folks. You and I can say anything you like. Try that in the marketplace in Iraq. You wouldn't last very long, would you? But you can do it here, because that's what this country is all about. Freedom of speech. The right to express yourself freely without fear of being stomped on. And frankly, folks, that's what the Informer is all about. Freedom of speech. The free expression of ideas. I can't imagine taking that away from them. Because if they take it away from them, they're taking it away from you. And if they take it away from you, you're no different than those poor people in Iraq who were afraid to open their mouths for fear their tongue will be cut out. Now, the Informer was the first to break the story on Brad Fix, a story you now read in your papers every day. Now, I'm a fan of Brad Fix, like many of you are, but that doesn't mean that Miss Heller has proved his case. The burden of proof lies with the plaintiff. And frankly, ladies and gentlemen, they have not done their job. What it comes down to is the word of one man against the other. Kyle Ray has testified that he had sex with Brad Fix. No one has proved differently. Think on it. No one has proved otherwise. Now, if Brad Fix hasn't been entirely candid about his encounter with Kyle Ray, how can we be sure he's being candid about other encounters he might have had? The simple truth, ladies and gentlemen, is we cannot. Well, little lady heading home.
What do you want?
I had these flown in from Seattle. You like truffles, don't you?
What do you want, Mr. Williams?
Well, I'll tell you what's been bothering me, Victoria. I've been thinking about all the people who are getting hurt by this here case of ours. And I mean, it's one nasty fight for everyone. And as there's so much unpleasantness in the world, I thought that why should you and I...
You want to make a deal? What's the matter, Jimmy? You don't want to wait for that verdict tomorrow? Huh?
I knew there was something about you. I'll get my client to print a retraction and an apology. No ifs, ands, or buts. Front page.
And my client will drop the suit and agree to a nominal fee and damages.
Well, he wouldn't get much anyway. What with all the doubt about what happened that fateful night, I think it's best for everyone, Victoria. It's a human thing to do. What do you say?
What do I say? I say you don't give a damn about anything but your reputation. You are a cancer on my profession, Mr. Williams, and I'm going to take great pleasure in listening to that verdict tomorrow and watching that jury kick you all over the courtroom. Now, you take this and this and close the door on the way out.
You bitch.
Slap damn betcha, Jimmy.
We're back on the record in the matter of Fix versus the Informer. All parties are again present with counsel, and the jury is present as well. I want to once again caution the members of the press and the public that no further outbursts will be tolerated in this courtroom. Madam Foreman, you've notified my bailiff that you've reached a verdict.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please provide the verdict to the bailiff. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find for the plaintiff, Brad Fix, will reconvene Monday morning to consider damages suffered by the plaintiff.
Thank you.
This court's
Congratulations.
Great. Just great.
I wasn't either.
See you in the appeals court, Ms.
Not before I see you in a state bar proceeding.
Hey, what do you say, Brad?
Do you think this has damaged your reputation,
No, I
Mr.
don't think so. Do you think the case will be appealed, Miss Heller?
Well, how do you feel, Brad?
It feels better than beating the 49ers. Sir, it's great to put this behind me.
You don't think this has hurt your career?
No, the only thing that hurts me are linebackers. Thank you. Look, I really have to go. Thank you very much. We won.
Yeah, I know. I heard it on TV. The reporter guy was standing in the flower bed in front of the house when he said it.
I'm gonna miss you.
You know, it's only for a little while. You know, until...
Listen, these reporters, they're gonna be gone tomorrow, Matt. You can handle it.
The reporter said that there might be another trial.
I told you what Miss Heller said. This could go on for years.
Can I ask you a question?
Always.
Why can't you just forget it?
Because a lie cost me what it took a lifetime to get.
Oh, no, I've got it.
Look, I know you think this is my fault, but sometimes, Matthew, life isn't fair.
Am I supposed to say thank you?
It would be a start.
Okay.
That's it? Okay.
Don't push your luck.
You got a plan?
Live fast, die young.
Leave a good-looking corpse. Yeah, I saw the same movie. You could stay on here. Josephine wouldn't mind.
No, I think I'm gonna find a place of my own.
She wouldn't get in the way.
Like she didn't get in your way.
Different with me.
I don't know. I guess I could stay around for a little while.
Good. You think about going back to school?
Are you kidding me? Be surrounded by a bunch of bozos 4 or 5 years younger than me now.
No. Go to night school. Get a GED.
Busy nights.
Yeah, well, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Except in your case.
You ever go to college?
Yeah, for a while. Junior college. Had to quit. Had a war to fight.
Okay, Bert. I'll make a deal with you. I'll go to night school.
There's a catch.
You go back too.
There's a catch. I sign us up tomorrow.
Bert, I was just joking.
I got no sense of humor.
Tell me something I don't know.
It's never easy to do the right thing. It may feel good to stand up for what you believe in. But even when you're right and your cause is true, there's always a price to be paid.
These NFL coaches lost 249 pounds.
I lost 35 pounds in 5 months with Ultra Slim Fast.
I lost 33 pounds and never felt better.
I can't believe I did it.
The Ultra Slim Fast plan is easy.
A shake for breakfast, another for lunch, and then a sensible dinner.
I'm down 38 pounds.